When most people think of My Neighbor Totoro, the beloved 1988 Studio Ghibli film, they picture a whimsical world filled with magical creatures and heartwarming moments. Directed by Hayao Miyazaki, the film follows two sisters, Satsuki and Mei, who move to the countryside and discover Totoro, a giant, lovable creature who becomes their friend. On the surface, Totoro is a charming children's movie, but beneath the innocence and playful imagery lies a world of deeper themes and secrets that we may have missed as children. Welcome to Ghibli Theory, where we explore the hidden meanings, intricate theories, and fascinating worlds within Studio Ghibli films and beyond. Whether unraveling the mysteries behind beloved classics or diving deep into the minds of legendary creators like Hayao Miyazaki, this channel is your go-to space for uncovering the layers beneath the surface of your favorite animated stories. In today's video, we'll explore the enchanting yet complex world of My Neighbor Totoro through the lens of Hayao Miyazaki, a master storyteller who embeds profound messages and themes into his films. We'll uncover the hidden layers that make this masterpiece more than just a children's movie. From its environmental undertones to its reflections on family and imagination, this is Totoro like you've never seen it before. So, what exactly is Totoro? In the film, Totoro appears as a large, furry, owl-like creature residing in the forest's heart. He is shown as a benevolent guardian of the natural world, symbolizing harmony between humans and nature. However, theories suggest that Totoro is not a singular entity but one of the last survivors of the Totoro tribe, an ancient species of forest spirits who once thrived across Japan. The Totoro tribe's purpose was likely to maintain balance in the natural world, ensuring that forests, rivers, and other ecosystems thrived. Their connection to the land might have been spiritual, akin to the Shinto belief in kami, deities or spirits that inhabit elements of nature. Totoro's home within the massive camphor tree could be symbolic of his tribe's role as protectors of sacred spaces. These spirits likely existed long before human civilization grew dominant, living in harmony with early human settlers who respected the land. Ancient communities may have revered the Totoro tribe as benevolent guardians, offering them rituals and prayers in exchange for protection and blessings. As humanity grew, so did its impact on the natural world. Ancient battles, whether literal or symbolic, between humans and the Totoro tribe likely arose from the expansion of agriculture, deforestation, and the destruction of sacred spaces. These conflicts would have severely diminished the Totoro population, pushing them to the brink of extinction. In this context, Totoro can be seen as a relic of a bygone era, a lone survivor of a tribe that once flourished. His presence in the film might symbolize the resilience of nature and its ability to endure despite centuries of human encroachment. Totoro is a remnant member of the Totoro tribe. Totoro learned how to create Jomon pottery from humans in the Jomon period, and also learned how to spin a spinning top from humans in the Edo period. In My Neighbor Totoro, Totoro's interactions with Mei and Satsuki suggest a quiet reconciliation between humans and nature. By befriending the sisters, Totoro bridges the gap between the human and spirit worlds, showing that harmony is still possible. This connection might represent a small victory for the Totoro tribe, a reminder that humanity can coexist with nature if mutual respect is restored. Totoro's abilities, summoning a cat bus, growing plants rapidly, and controlling the wind, hint at the immense power his tribe once wielded. However, the fact that he lives in a secluded forest, hidden from most humans, suggests that his kind has learned to retreat and adapt, avoiding further conflict with humanity. By portraying Totoro as a friendly, approachable figure, Miyazaki reminds viewers that nature is not an adversary, but a partner. Totoro's enduring legacy encourages us to rethink our relationship with the environment and consider the impact of our actions on the natural world. Miyazaki originally envisioned Totoro as part of a grand tale about a now extinct tribe. While this initial concept was grandiose and rooted in conflict, Miyazaki shifted his focus during production to create a more character-driven narrative, leading to the Totoro we know today, a whimsical, enigmatic creature with a quiet but profound presence. Despite this shift, Miyazaki described Totoro as a big fool, intentionally designed to have an unreadable expression that doesn't easily convey affection or emotion, embodying simplicity and balance. There's a fan theory that has been circulating for years, one that suggests Totoro is more than just a friendly forest spirit or a magical creature who helps children. Some believe that Totoro is actually the god of death, a figure that guides souls from the living world to the afterlife. While this theory adds a profound layer of meaning to My Neighbor Totoro, it takes a much darker turn than the usual interpretation of the film. Instead of a symbol of innocence and wonder, Totoro in this theory represents a supernatural entity deeply connected to death and the unknown. This theory is certainly darker compared to the more optimistic view of Totoro as a playful guardian of the forest. Many fans have been captivated by this eerie twist, as it suggests that the beloved creature might not be as innocent as we thought. Rather than just being a creature that helps young Mei and Satsuki through their childhood troubles, Totoro might actually be guiding them through something much deeper, something that ties into the concept of death and the afterlife. In My Neighbor Totoro, the story centers on two young sisters, Satsuki and Mei, who move to a rural house while their mother is ill and recovering in the hospital. The girls discover magical beings in the nearby forest, particularly a large cat-like creature they call Totoro, who appears to protect them and comfort them during difficult times. As the film progresses, Mei goes missing, only to be found with Totoro's help, an event that could be interpreted as more than a magical rescue. Some fans speculate that this is Totoro's role as a guide between the living and the dead, and that Mei's disappearance and subsequent rescue could symbolize a near-death experience or a brush with mortality. This theory's connection to a real-life tragedy in Japan makes it even more compelling. The Sayama incident, which occurred in 1963, involved a high-profile criminal trial surrounding the murder of a young girl, and the events of the case became the subject of intense media attention. Fans have pointed to several eerie similarities between My Neighbor Totoro and the Sayama incident. For example, the movie is set in the Sayama area, the same place where the tragic murder took place. Mei's name, which means May, is linked to the month in which the murder occurred. These parallels lead some to believe that My Neighbor Totoro is not just a magical story, but an allegory referencing death and the events surrounding the Sayama incident. Additionally, one of the stops on the cat bus is called Grave Road, which, when translated, evokes thoughts of death and the afterlife. The cat bus, which transports people and spirits to various locations, could be seen as a vehicle for guiding souls, furthering the idea that Totoro is connected to the supernatural and is a being that escorts those in need through the veil of death. Fans who subscribe to this theory also point out the thematic elements of the movie that touch on mortality. Mei and Satsuki's mother is critically ill, and their journey to understand her illness mirrors a larger theme about life, death, and the unknown. The idea that Totoro could be guiding the girls through their own fear and grief about their mother's sickness, and later Mei's brief disappearance, is a chilling yet intriguing thought. Totoro, in this sense, isn't just offering comfort, but also helping the girls navigate the concept of death in a child-friendly way, albeit through the lens of folklore and spiritual beliefs. When Mei goes missing, her disappearance could be interpreted as a metaphor for death or being lost between the living world and the afterlife. Totoro's intervention to bring her back is seen as a rescue, but not in the traditional sense of simply saving her from harm. It's a symbolic rescue from the other side, suggesting that Totoro is much more than a forest guardian. He is a being that stands between life and death, offering the comfort of a safe return. This interpretation of Totoro as the god of death adds a layer of complexity to the film's narrative. Instead of a straightforward tale about childhood magic, it challenges viewers to think about deeper, existential themes of loss and the passage of time. It's a darker reading of a beloved movie, but one that fits within the broader context of Japanese folklore, where spirits and deities often walk a fine line between the living and the dead. While this theory is far from the mainstream understanding of My Neighbor Totoro, it certainly adds an intriguing and unsettling dimension to the film. It encourages us to look beyond the surface and consider the profound ways in which death is woven into the fabric of life, even in the most unexpected places, like a children's movie about a large, furry creature. Totoro's true nature might not be so simple after all. He may be more of a guide than we ever imagined, one who helps us understand the delicate balance between life and death and the spirits that dwell in between. Totoro isn't just a lovable forest spirit, it's a character with deep origins and hidden layers that add much meaning to this timeless classic. Whether you see Totoro as a remnant of an ancient tribe, a ghost, or simply a symbol of childhood wonder, its story continues to captivate and spark the imagination. If you enjoyed diving into the secrets behind Totoro, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Share it with fellow Studio Ghibli fans who might love uncovering the mysteries of their favorite films. And hey, what's your interpretation of Totoro? Let us know in the comments below.